Hello everyone, so welcome you all to Shock Tutorials. So you know what? Today we will be dealing with UP question paper, that is paper 2, alright? And this question paper is from last year, that is 2023, alright? So today we are going to deal with the UP question paper or paper 2 of last year 2023 Mtet, alright? And the series which we are going to see today is C series, alright? Which series is it? C series, alright? So you have to be careful when we are talking about the series, alright? And before this video we are already done with what? We are done with alright, we are done with LP, sorry, we are done with LP 2023, right? And this is UP 2023, and after this we will be starting with UP and LP 2021, and again after that UP and LP 2019, alright? So please mark this is C series, alright? So today we are going to start with child development in pedagogy, alright? What is that? Child development and pedagogy. Yes, some of you say that, sir, it is very difficult when the font is small, so because of you I'm making it big today. I hope today you will be able to see, alright? So today we shall first of all start with child development and pedagogy. Shortly we call it what? We call it in short as CDP, right? Alright, so shall we start? Yes. So question number 1 says that traditionally traditionally oriented teaching following a rigid curriculum, fixed timetable, single textbook and rigid age grouping is a or an a policy barrier, physical barrier, attitudinal barrier, or curriculum barrier. Which one do you think is the correct answer here? So of course it cannot be policy barrier alone, it cannot be physical barrier alone, it cannot be attitudinal barrier alone, it is altogether the curriculum barrier, right? So when these uh, when these kind of barriers, which can be in different forms, all right, like traditionally oriented teaching following a rigid, see, rigid means what? Rigid means it is not flexible, right? And fixed timetable, which means timetable is fixed, it is not flexible. Single textbook means we cannot use multiple textbooks. And rigid age grouping or is a what? It is a curriculum barrier, which means it is the barrier for the entire curriculum process, right? Great. Now let us go to next question, that is question number 2, right? Question number 2. All right. Sometimes non-availability of school or its location in areas that cannot be accessed becomes the major barrier for children with special needs to get integrated education, special education, inclusive education, or open education. See, here they are talking about children with special needs, CWSN, right? So sometimes the school are very far, it is, or the school is not there. Suppose even if the school is present, it is in an area which is far and wide, so it becomes very difficult for the people or for the children who are special, who are children with special needs. So to get that, what happens? uh, Alright, sometimes no ability of school in areas that cannot be accessed becomes a major barrier for children with special need to get what? What type of education do you think we need for children with special needs? See, when we talk about integrated, it is different. When we talk about special, it is only for the special people, and inclusive, then open. So this is the best option you can choose here, that is inclusive education. So when we say inclusive education, we mean to include each and every one, the special ones as well as the very normal ones, right? Great. Let's go to the next question now. Question number 3. All right. Which of the following does not have a positive impact on educational attainment for children experiencing poverty? What does it say? Which of the following does not have a positive impact on educational attainment for children experiencing poverty? Parental engagement with the child's education, quality preschool education, co-curricular support during school time, poor general health and mental well-being. So which one do you think is your correct answer here? Which of the following does not have a positive impact on educational attainment for children experiencing poverty, which means for the poor children? So which one do you think will be your correct answer? So your correct answer is option number D. Alright, option number D, poor general health and mental well-being, right, according to your official answer key. Now let's go to question number 4. So what we have here: by inclusion of the language and culture of the disadvantaged and marginalized group within the school curriculum, a teacher can ensure equality in education, equity in education, sympathy for the underprivileged group, practical education for the underprivileged group. So which one do you think will be your correct answer over here? See, sympathy word is a negative word, alright? We don't sympathize, we don't use sympathy words for the underprivileged people. Practical education for the underprivileged group, or equality in education, or equity. See, equality means what? Equality means we have to treat both the disadvantaged as well as the the normal children equally. But when we talk about equity, it means we have to give fair treatment to both the group of individuals or both the group of students. All right, that is what we call equity. So equity means fairness, means we are not cheating, right? The teachers are not cheating, the students are not cheating, nobody is cheating in this equity. But equality means, yes, opportunity, same opportunity you will give. But equity means when we talk about equity, it means it has to be fair. As we say, the election should be fair, right? So likewise, there's also equity means fairness. All right, now let's go to the next question. Question number 5. So what we have in question number 5: holding a person's address in mind while listening to instruction about how to get there is an example of what? So holding a person's address in mind, right? You are having that person's address in your mind while you're listening to the instructions given to you, will be an example of what? Will it be an example of attention, or long-term memory, or working memory, or information processing? Of course, it is going to be the working memory. All right, so you are using your working memory when you are listening to certain instructions about somebody while keeping in your mind the address of that person. All right, this is a very, very simple and easy example given, right? Let's go to the next question now. Mohan provides students with containers of different capacities to help them learn the concept of volume. Right, so Mohan is the name of the teacher. He gives containers to the students in order to teach them the concept of what? The concept of volume. Farah asks students to brainstorm on possibilities of making waste disposal a mechanical task, so that students do not have to do the menial task. So again, there is another teacher called Farha who asked the students to brainstorm on what? On the possibility of what? Of making waste disposal a mechanical task, right? So that it will help the people, and people will not have to do the menial task. So both of the teachers are employing which one of the following? So both of these teachers are employing which one of the following from this 4? Is it behaviorism, constructivism, direct instruction, or operant conditioning? So which one do you think, according to you, will be the answer? So the answer is option number B, constructivism. Now, who is known as the father of constructivism? Do you know? No? Alright, let me tell you. It is Lev Vygotsky, who is known as the father of constructivism. Now, what is constructivism? So constructivism, when we say constructivism, it means uh, the phenomenon or the process in which, your teaching will be learner centered, not teacher centered. It will be learner centered, which means the learners will be given the opportunity, they will be given the chance to explore by themselves. They will be given uh, the chance or the opportunity to explore by themselves whatever the concept or whatever the you know activity or observation you have given them to perform. Of course the teacher will be there side by side, but teacher will only be acting as the facilitator. So the main work has to be done by the child. All right, so this type of concept, we call it constructivism, in which the child is the center of the education, or the child plays the main role, not the teacher. All right, great. Now let's go to question number 7. So what we have in question number 7, let's see. A teacher designs a test to find out the cause of the poor grade of his learners through an diagnostic test, proficiency test, achievement test, or aptitude test. So if we want to find out, the cause, suppose you have given a class test to the students, but you have seen that many of them, they could not score well. So which type of test will you conduct from the following: diagnostic test, or proficiency test, or efficiency achievement test, or uh, aptitude test? Which one do you think you will be conducting? Of course you will conduct the diagnostic test, because you want to diagnose, you want to find out like what went wrong, what was the reason that the children or the students are not able to get the desired marks, or the marks you have expected them to get, or the marks they have themselves expected to get, but they are technically or practically not able to acquire the expected marks. So which type of test you'll be carrying out? You'll be carrying out the diagnostic test. All right, that's great. Let's go to the next question now. So question number 8 now. Which question? Question number 8. So perception, perception means thinking, right? Like what is your perception, what is your thinking, what is your idea? So perception, diagnosis, and reaction processes are the major activities undertaken at pre-active phase, or interactive phase, or post-active phase, or introductory phase. So three things are mentioned here: perception, diagnosis, and reaction. So these three things, that is perception, diagnosis, and reaction processes, are the major activities undertaken at which phase do we undertake? These things happen during pre-active phase, or interactive phase, or post-active phase, or introductory phase? Which one do you think will be your correct answer? So the correct answer here will be interactive phase. All right, let's go to the next question now. Question number 9. So the focus of which of the following methods is on developing the skill of learning to learn? Sorry, looking ugly, no? Yeah. So all right, so my pen color has changed. Great. So the focus of which of the following methods is on developing the skill of learning to learn? Teacher-centered method, child-centered method, activity method, project method. So which one do you think will be your correct answer? See, these teacher-centered things and all these are negative things. All right, we will never encourage teacher-centered method. We will always try to encourage the opposite, that is the child-centered method, or the learner-centered methods. All right, now let's go to the next question now. Question number 10. So what we have in question number 10? So it says that which of the following is not the salient features of school-based assessment? SBA, this full form you have to remember, right? So which one of the following is not the salient feature of the school-based assessment? Focus on assessment of and as learning rather than evaluation of achievement, reposing faith on teacher and the system, enhancing self-confidence in children, or mechanical use of multiple techniques of teaching? So which one do you think will be your correct answer? Focus on assessment of, or as learning rather than evaluation of achievement, reposing faith on teacher and the system, enhancing self-confidence in children. Number D, mechanical use of multiple techniques of teaching. So which of the following is not the salient feature of SBA? It is the mechanical use of multiple techniques of teaching. All right, this is not the one of the salient features of SBA, school-based assessment. All right, great. Now let's come to the next question. That is question number 11, right? Question number 11. So what we have in question number 11, let's see quickly. An approach to teaching and learning that creates feedback which is then used to improve students' performances. Which of the following? An approach to teaching and learning that creates feedback, that creates what? That creates feedbacks which then used to improve students' performance is learning for assessment, learning outcomes, assessment for learning, or minimum levels of learning. So which one do you think will be your correct option here? It will be assessment for learning. All right, assessment for learning. Great. Let's go to the next question now. Question number 12. So a systematic scoring guideline to evaluate students' performance through the use of a detailed description of performance level is which of the following? Rubrics or National Assessment Survey questionnaire or performance chart or sociometric test guidelines. Which one do you think will be the correct answer? So see, this is the correct answer is rubrics. You have to know very well about these rubrics. All right, I have explained in my channel, I have explained in videos, all right, different videos I made. So there I have explained about this. So what is a rubrics? It is a systematic scoring guideline to evaluate students' performance through the use of a detailed description of a performance level. All right, so this is the meaning of rubrics. So you have to know this becomes important. You have to remember this. All right, let's go to the next one now. Question number 13 now. So assessment for learning is important to foster motivation, or for the purpose of segregation and ranking, or to lay emphasis on the overall importance of grades, or to facilitate an inclusive peer assessment. So assessment for learning is important for what? To foster motivation, or for the purpose of segregation and ranking. See, this is a negative sentence. All right, we will never select this type of sentences. All right, as good teachers, as smart teachers, we never select. Lay emphasis on the overall importance of grades. No, grading is a negative sentence. To facilitate an exclusive peer assessment. No, the correct answer here is to foster motivation. To foster what? To foster the motivation. All right, let's go to the next question. That is question number 14. So a 3D chart showing the weightage given to objectives contains and forms of questions is termed as what? Anecdotal record, cumulative record card, checklist, or blueprint. So which one do you think? A 3D chart. All right, a 3D chart showing what? Showing the weightage given to objectives contained in forms of questions is termed as which one of the following do you think? Anecdotal record? No. Cumulative record? No. Checklist? No. It is the blueprint. What is that? It is the blueprint. All right, it is the blueprint. All right, let's go to the next question now. Question number 15. So peer assume what? The peers assume central importance during which phase? Early childhood, middle adulthood, or young adulthood? Peers assume central importance. All right, the friends, the peers, they becomes very important during which phase? Early childhood, or middle childhood, or middle adulthood, or young adulthood? Of course, during the middle childhood, the friends become everything. The children, they will not want to eat even their food if we scold their friends, or if their friends are not talking to them, or if their friends are not treating them well, right? So the friend circle becomes very, very important during middle childhood, right? Now let's go to question number 16. Change and stability in emotions, personality, and social relationship is psychosocial development, psychomotor development, intellectual development, spiritual development. So change and stability, all right, changing and becoming stable. So change and stability in emotions, in personality, and in social relationship is what is psychosocial development, psychomotor development, intellectual development, or spiritual development. Which one do you think will be your correct answer? Of course, the word psychosocial. See, here itself you see the word social, right? Social, social. Here also you see the word social. So this is your correct answer, right? Now let's go to the next question. That is question number 17. Which question now? Question number 17, right? So what we have in question number 17, maturation and learning are the factors which control the process of physical development, mental development, moral development, social development. So maturation, we all know what is maturation, right? Maturation and learning are what are the factors which control the process of what? Physical development, moral development, mental development, social development. Which one do you think will be your correct answer? So your answer is mental development. All right, maturation, how wise we are, how matured we are, it is all about mental development. Now let's go to question number 18. Which question? Question number 18. So let us see what we have here. Growth and development in human is a product of what? Mental and social dimensions, moral and emotional dimensions, physical and mental dimensions, heredity and environment. Heredity and environment. So see, when you have studied about growth and development of human, you will come across the word heredity and environment. All right, so growth and development in human is a product of, always remember this, heredity and environment. All right, this is very, very important. All right, this is very, very important. All right, now let's come to question number 19. Which question? Question number 19. The process of balancing assimilation. The process of balancing assimilation and accommodation, according to whom? According to Piaget. So Piaget is the one who have talked about, you know, assimilation. He has talked about schema. He has talked about adaptation. He has talked about accommodation. All right, so he is the one. So the process, there is a process. All right, there comes a process in which there is a balancing between assimilation and accommodation. So according to Jean Piaget, what do you think? According to Jean Piaget, which of the following options will be correct according to him? So that we have to answer here, right? And that is what? Equilibrium. See, by the word itself you should make out equal, right? Equal, it has to be equal. Balancing means what? Equal, right? We have to balance both the left hand side and the right hand side. That is called balancing or equilibration, right? So that is your correct answer. Now let's come to question number 20. Ruma has just started to respond to questions in a logical and better organized manner while specifying the logic behind her response. As per Jean Piaget's theory of cognitive development, she has entered concrete operational stage, pre-operational stage, sensory motor stage, formal operational stage. So see, we have studied, according to Jean Piaget, there are four stages. All right, four stages in a person's life. That is sensory motor stage, pre-operational stage, concrete operational stage, and formal operational stage. So when somebody, suppose here example is given like Ruma, right? Suppose when Ruma has started to respond the questions in logical, okay? Logical thinking is developing here, right? Logical and better organized manner while specifying a logic. So logic has come. So according to Jean Piaget, in which stage the logic comes? So that will be your correct answer. So if you have studied well, if you remember, it is during concrete operational stage the logical thinking develops. All right, great. Let's go to question number 21 now. So what we have in question number 21, let's see. According to Erikson's theory of the 8 psychosocial stages, at which stage does identity versus role confusion occurs? See, You might have studied about Erickson's theory, right? This one I think I haven't taught you in my channel, not yet, I think. So according to Erickson's theory of 8 psychosocial stages, so he has given how many stages? 8 psychosocial stages of development. So I think better I will show you what are the different stages of Erickson's psychosocial development. All right, so let us see, he said there are 8 stages, right? All right, before that, let me just all right, you just see here, right? The first stage shown here is which one? Infancy. And infancy stays from 0 to 1 year. All right, 0 to 1 year. And basic conflict the child has during this phase is which one? It is the trust versus mistrust. All right, and the virtue is hope. Then trust or mistrust that basic needs such as nourishment and affection will be met. Right, you know, when the child is of 0 to 1 year, what does the child do? He or she will be breastfed, right? Then early childhood, that is 1 to 3 years of age, autonomy versus shame or doubt. Then virtue is will, then develop a sense of independence in many tasks. All right, then play age, 3 to 6 years is called which age? It is called play age. All right, initiative versus guilt, purpose. So takes initiative on some activities, may develop guilt when unsuccessful or boundaries overstepped. Then school age, 7 to 11 years, industry versus inferiority, competence, develop self-confidence in abilities when competent or sense of inferiority when not. Adolescence, 12 to 18 years of age, identity versus confusion, fidelity, experiment with and develop identity and roles. All right, then children, then early adulthood, that is 19 to 29 years, early adulthood. All right, then intimacy versus isolation, love, establish intimacy and relationship with others. All right, then middle age, that is generativity versus stagnation, care, contribute to society and be a part of a family. The last one is old age, that is 65 onwards, integrity versus despair, wisdom, assess and make sense of life and meaning of contribution. All right, so these are the 8 stages which you have to remember when we talk about Erikson. All right, great. So here it was asked, according to Erickson's theory of 8 psychosocial stages, at which stage does identity versus role confusion occur? So you can see in this chart, identity versus role. Wait, just give me a second, 1 second only. So what does it say? This was which question number? It was question number 21, right? Question number 21. So here it is early adulthood or adolescence or later childhood or middle childhood. So which is the correct answer according to him? So do you see adolescence here? Adolescence you see, right? So here also we shall be choosing the answer, that is option number 21. Option number which one? Option number B. All right, good. Now let us see next question, that is question number 22. Which question? Question number 22. Gender constancy occurs at the age of 15 to 18 months, 2.5 to 3 years, 4 years or 6 years. Gender's constancy occurs by the age of, always remember, it is 6 years of age. All right, great. Let's go to the next question now. Question number 23. In psychoanalytic theories, gender role development focuses on identification, acquisition, imitation or evaluation. So in psychoanalytic theories, gender role development focuses on which of the following? Which of the following do you think will be your correct answer? It is identification. All right, it will be identification. All right, let's go to the next question now. In the learning of science and mathematics, in the learning of science and mathematics, scientifically there is no difference in performance as a result of gender. Which of the following influence gender-based performance? Culture, attitude, stereotyping or race? Which one? This is a very easy question. If you understand, this is a very easy question. So in the learning of science and math, scientifically there is no difference in performance as a result of gender. Which of the following influences gender-based performance? See here, what does it say? It says that when a boy studies science and maths and when a girl studies science and maths, they can score the same mark, or the girl can score more than boy, or the boy can score more than girl. Anything can happen, right? So anything can happen. So that's why what happens is that we cannot say it is gender related or gender dependent. So which of the following influences this type of gender performance? So the answer will be the attitude of the person. All right, so what type of attitude that person have? All right, let's go to the next question. Question number 26. Which method of child study provides a very rich and detailed picture of development as well as insights into topics that should be investigated in a larger sample of children? So which method of child study? There are different methods of child study, right? So which method of child study provides a very rich and detailed picture of development as well as the insights into topics that should be investigated in a larger sample of children? Longitudinal, cross-sectional, case study, or anecdotal? Which one do you think will be your correct answer? Of course, it is the case study, because when we are studying a case, when we study in detail about a person, about a child, about anybody, about a student, so we go to the background, to the past, to the history, to the to the incidences which might have occurred in that particular child's life, or everything we study, the family background, the financial background, the educational background, the health background, everything we study when we do a case study on a child. All right, so this is your correct answer. Now let's go to question number 27. Question number 27. An informal discussion that has no strict guidelines, allowing the discussion to be opened and not necessarily concise in its nature, is structured interview, semi-structured interview, unstructured interview, or group discussion. So which one do you think according to you is the correct answer? An informal, see, informal word is used, which means it cannot be structured. All right, it cannot be structured. Then semi-structured, no, it cannot be half structured also. Then group discussion, not related at all. So the correct answer is unstructured interview. Is that unstructured interview, right? Let's go to question number 28. A method which is directed towards the study of individual behavior is differential method, experimental method, clinical method, or observation method. So we know that we study individuals through different methods, right? So name one method, a method in which which is directed towards the study of individual behavior. Individual's behavior is studied through this method. So which method? Differential method, experimental method, clinical method, or observation method? It is the clinical method, right? Clinical method. Now let's come to the next question, that is second last. Jean Piaget's clinical method includes checking out what children may learn by experimentation, learning by doing, social interaction, rote memorization. So according to Jean Piaget's clinical method, it includes checking out what children may learn by which of the following? So will it be by experimentation, or will it be by learning by doing, or social interaction, or rote memorization? It is social interaction according to your official answer here, right? So let's come to the last question of this CDP. So the statement, everyone belongs to the school, everyone is welcome to the school, refers to what? Segregation, inclusion, integration, coordination. So this is a very beautiful statement given here, that everyone belongs to the school, everyone is welcome to the school, refers to what? Segregation. Segregation is a negative word. Integration, no. Coordination, no need. So the correct answer is inclusion. So whenever you see the word inclusion, always remember this word, A double all right? So everyone, right? They are saying everyone, so everyone means inclusion. So everyone belongs to the school, everyone is welcome to the school. So the correct answer here is inclusion. All right, so when we talk about inclusive education or inclusion, it involves everyone in and around. All right, so I think this is all we have, which we were supposed to do. So we have successfully covered our CDP today. All right, CDP portion we have completed. So it was C series paper 2 2023 LP or UP section, right? Not LP, UP section. So I think this is all in this video. So please, my dear friends, you comment in the comment section so that I feel happy, and I love to read your comments, your lovely beautiful comments. It encourages me to make more and more videos and do my job in the best possible way, so that you people are guided properly, and you people get benefited from watching videos of my channel Ashok Tutorials. So thank you everyone, and keep rocking. Thank you.